Is President Obama the greatest president that ever lived? And this is a very profound sort of crystallization because many presidents have done some outstanding things, like the first ones with the declaring America independent from the whole nine yards, those who fought around the Civil War, etc., and even the Great Depression and so on. So there's several people who are running for this title, but um, I think that President Obama will go down as the one and be above all the rest, and that's nothing to do with race and all that stuff because we're beyond that right now. I mean, he got a Nobel Prize even before he started to run the show real good. And I mean, there's several reasons why you get Nobel Prizes, but I think that they weren't necessarily trying to direct him because he made it clear, look, I've inherited two wars, and we're in a hostile environment today, and it's not that I'm going to just be nice and turn the cheek and so on. But I think those who save America the most, I think, would be like the founding fathers, the president around the Depression, the one around the the Civil War, and so on. But you recall what was happening here, and Mr. Romney was wrong in saying that this recovery is taking the longest because it's not a recovery. It's a reorganization, it's a reconstruction, it's a establishment of America because all the institutions have almost collapsed. We've divested in them, the education, the family, religion, um, the politics, sports, war, um, and so on. We so that all of these things have deteriorated. But most of all, the economy was feeling the brunt because this is going to be the top order. When that goes through, then everything else is going to come along with it too. And so, coming in '08, when the country was on the verge of collapse, not a depression or recession. This was it. Had he made the wrong moves, it would have been over. By now, the whole world would have collapsed. And you see, the Mayans were right on it because the Bushes, working with the same thing that the Mayans worked with and other things like that, Hitler and all that, they put America in a place where it was on the verge of collapse. But Jeb wasn't ready to run the show yet. And even if he were, um, it's God who is in charge of this world. And I don't care how evil people are, and I don't care what people have to do, and murders and all that kind of stuff. When God wants something done, it's going to be done. And not throwing myself into the discussion, but all my life people been trying to kill me. Guyana government, my friends, Guyana government, people in Trinidad want to do that in Canada, here in America. I mean, and I'm still around because God has his hand on me and I have a job to do. And this is why I'm doing it. And I'm saying things that I know aren't popular. Nobody wants to hear that, but you got to do what you got to do. So that when Obama came on, he came to fulfill the promise that the winds of strife going to be held up until God's people are sealed. When that happens, still, it doesn't have to go as catastrophic as the apocalypse might suggest. Some places are going to feel that, but it doesn't have to be my experience, your experience, or America's experience. We can still have a reasonable type of living, as it were. And so, because of those moves he made in the early '08, and he's been opposed from day one, people took his stimulus money and did all kinds of stuff. Some people didn't spend it, but still, the job situation is improving. And I'm gonna leave this for the second term, but this is it. I mean, what else can you say if somebody saves somebody from death? That person would be a miracle worker, and this is what Obama has done: a miracle worker, the best president ever lived. And I saw an article where somebody was having the same sentiment, and he says that he's going to run again up to 2020 because it could be that things going to be so bad that folks might not even want the election and might say, this man is so good, better keep it in there because without him it's going to collapse. I'm not sure about that. The Constitution is straight up in two terms and so on. But if it gets so wonderful that people want him to be president for life, as I said in another video. So I'll give him the credit and the office of the best president that ever ruled America.